Hello everyone, this is Mike with the Stock and Options Room at ShadowTrader. If you recall, back on October 22nd, I made a video called Oil Bulls Beware, and in that video I showed the large descending triangle pattern on a weekly scale that is showing that oil is in a weakening pattern. And there's been more developed since then, so I thought I would do a follow-up video here, but I would encourage you to go back and watch that one as a little bit of a preview to what I'm talking about today. But to start, here's the large pattern on a weekly scale. We have a floor underneath this that the pattern suggests will eventually break. And we have weakness here. Let me grab my crayon. We have a continued weakening pattern coming down, and we have these levels that run through here that we observed before. But now I'm going to go ahead and take this on up to or on in, I should say, to a daily scale and catch up on where we left off. I believe that this series of candles right here is where I made the last video, and if you recall, I was building a short position at this pivot right here. That was based on this low volume zone. I let it run down, added to the position here because at that time I felt like that was a strong reversal type I should say it's a continuation head and shoulders pattern is what that is. And I felt like there was decent odds for an asymmetric move that this would continue to move on down. Obviously that didn't happen. I was stopped out right here at this green arrow. I was not inclined to re-short right here because I don't tend to want to take it as confidently the second time around. But now that we have rolled over again, we've knocked on the door again here the fourth time, which strongly suggests that this bottom is weak and will not hold, eventually is going to be taken out. What I don't know is when that is going to be, of course. I am the type of trader that is willing to take a few shots at a trade idea if I get such guidance from the larger time frame. So I thought it would be good to go ahead and just look at this again today because I'm in a trade right now that I don't know if it's going to win or lose, but I took a short trade right here at this red arrow, and I'm going to show and explain my logic here. You can see this trend line coming down. You can see a area right through here. That's another low volume zone that's more recent, that's been developed. You can see how the auction has split itself up and down, below and above it. And my desire here is to see what happens here at the $70 level. Now, since I took the trade, there has been some development. Now, keep in mind, I am fishing for a longer term move to the downside based on the weekly chart. So I saw today that this came up and tried to establish a move up above the $70 round number level, which is where the auction has traded around. And it confirmed it here yesterday at this pivot high, came up and then did a look above and then a solid failure. When I saw that bearish engulfing 4-hour candle, I went ahead and shorted right there. Obviously, I'm taking some heat, and it could be that this ends up being a loser. But because of the overall structure, I feel it's worth the try here to lose a few dollars to see if I can get in position into a trade for a downside move. Now, one caveat here is I know full well that I am looking right here at what is called a guillotine or an inverse head and shoulders pattern, which is a reversal pattern but this one being called a guillotine because the right area is higher than the left, and there's like that's the shape of a guillotine blade if you remember what they look like in the old movies. But I'm willing to trade against that based on everything and the larger time frame and see how this works out. Now I'm holding this trade. If it decides to clear this channel high and this downtrend high, I will get out of the trade. And I only took a smaller position this time. But if it does roll over again after making another lower high, I will add to the position when we break below this level right here. And then I think that it's possible. All I can do is go with the probabilities because I know that it's been knocking on the door down here. All I can do is go with the probabilities that we will return to possibly $60 oil in the future. So in summary, I believe that the weakness is still being very clearly portrayed here in this chart. I believe that bulls should continue to be cautious about trying to do anything long here. I have taken a couple of in and out trades in a couple of the oil energy companies for probably net loss, mixed result over the since we've done this video. But I'm still really feeling like things are going to roll over to the downside here on the oil itself. So anyway, I thought I would just update that, show you that. Hopefully it's helpful, but it's a process that I go through. I'm willing to take a few shots, and it's all part of the business as far as I'm concerned. And let's see what happens here in the days to come. But again, I will get out of this trade if it breaks up above today's price action in a solid way. Hi, my name is Mike, and I'm one of the moderators for the new ShadowTrader Stock and Options Room. Thank you for joining me for this video today, and if you enjoyed it, hit the like and subscribe buttons below. You know, I'd like to invite you to join me in the new Stock and Options Room. We've got some good trades going, studying some great charts and learning some great stuff together. In general, there's a lot of great content there that I think you would benefit from. So, until then, I wish you good trading, and I'll see you in the room.